Time now for the morning rush. The residents of Chama are waking up without water this morning. The mayor says that the village has lost millions of gallons of water in the last 6 weeks. The mayor blames a rehabbed water plant that is not working. Residents are left to fill up jugs of drinking water at a tanker provided by the Rural Water Association. Around 60 families are left stranded in Cibola County after a bridge in their community collapsed from intense flooding. In nearby Moquino, the emergency manager in Cibola County says that the area got more than 2 inches of rain on Sunday, leaving many with no way in or out. Officials say that road crews are hard at work repairing the damage. Fire crews battling the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon fire are getting some relief as rain comes through the area, but now are facing yet another challenge of working in wet, muddy conditions. The size of the fire is holding steady at around 341,000 acres with 72% containment. Erica.
And here's a look at our hourly forecast this morning. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. We'll be seeing mostly cloudy but dry skies.
In the Gila National Forest, rain has helped slow the growth on the Black Fire. Now that fire remains at about 325,000 acres and has now jumped up to 68% containment. With most small businesses now facing inflation and labor shortages, a local nonprofit is working to help them stay afloat. Dream Spring is dedicated to helping underserved entrepreneurs start or grow their small business. Dream Spring has a new partnership with the U.S. Economic Development Administration as to offer a fast-forward loan. Well, the city of Albuquerque is now testing whether stop signs instead of a traffic signal will slow traffic at a busy intersection. Neighbors near Girard and Constitution say that they often see drivers gunning it way above the 30-mile-per-hour speed limit to beat the red light. Now, a four-way stop will stay up for about a year. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It's high today as we'll be seeing widespread rain, especially in eastern New Mexico through the day with flash flooding potential and burn-scar flooding in the mountains.
Well, UNM is taking action after a shooting at Lobo Village took place for the second weekend in a row. The university says that they were investigating shots fired at around 2:30 on Sunday morning. UNM police and APD both responded with nobody being reported as injured. A university spokesperson says that they will be putting in place some additional safety measures, including more patrols. A woman who pleaded guilty in the vehicular homicide of an 18-year-old is scheduled to be sentenced today. In 2020, Bernadette Etzedy was going more than 60 miles per hour in a 40. That's when she slammed into another car, killing Roxana Saenz. Back in April, Etzedy pleaded guilty and faces up to 12 years in prison. Today, the January 6th House Select Committee will shift attention to a state-level pressure campaign aimed at blocking Joe Biden from taking the White House. The hearing will examine an alleged scheme to get electors in key battleground states to meet and then transmit slates to be used to stop the transfer of power. That hearing will focus largely on Georgia and Arizona. Erica.
All right, and here's a look at the traffic maps. We are currently looking pretty clear on the roads. No accidents or slowdowns, and Tracker is going east on I-40 at 6th Street. Everything's moving at speed.
A new creature has now claimed the title of the world's largest freshwater fish. This giant stingray measured nearly 13 feet and tipped the scales at just under 661 pounds. A local fisherman reeled in the massive fish in Cambodia's Mekong River last week. Well, that stingray was tagged with a tracking device and then released back into the river.
And time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, happening today, the Spaceport America Cup is returning to New Mexico. The event's opening day ceremony will be held at the Las Cruces Convention Center. The Spaceport America Cup is the world's largest intercollegiate rocketry engineering contest. Over 2,000 people are expected to participate in the 5-day event. It will include presentations, displays, and launches.
At number 4 this morning, with most small businesses now facing inflation and labor shortages, a local nonprofit is working to help them stay afloat. Dream Spring is dedicated to helping underserved or underrepresented entrepreneurs start or even grow their small business. Dream Spring has a new partnership with the U.S. Economic Development Administration as to offer a fast-forward loan. It's where small businesses can get 3-month loans up to $10,000 interest-free.
And at number 3, we do have a chance for excessive rainfall causing flooding in parts of the state today. In the yellow, that's where we could see several floods through tonight.
At number 2, around 60 families are left stranded in Cibola County. It's after a bridge in their community collapsed from intense flooding. In nearby Moquino, the emergency manager in Cibola County says that they got more than 2 inches of rain on Sunday in a very short time, and it washed the bridges away. That's leaving many with no way in or out. County manager says the road crews are hard at work repairing the damage so that people can at least get in or out. Now at number 1 this morning, a month ago, Chama residents started warning the state about pending water troubles. As of this morning, the town village is now without drinking water. The mayor says the signs of trouble started out about a month ago. That's with a drop in water pressure. And again, this is something that they brought up years ago. And that's about 3 years ago when they redesigned the water plant, which he says was done incorrectly. The mayor says the village poured nearly $1 million into rehabbing the plant and has now lost millions of gallons of water in the last 6 weeks. The mayor says the village needs 700,000 gallons of water to function, and they also need that water in order to find the leak and repair it. Now, the mayor also says that without water, there have been people filling up jugs of water, drinking water rather, at a tanker provided by the Rural Water Association.